With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
I thought they might have had just enough to take that game, but it was just too little, too late.
And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. Outside Bane. Down low. Here's Edey. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Pass to Wells. Shoots over Nesmith. Wells misses. Here's Halliburton. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
Ja Morant.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Memphis foul.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And how about Siakam dialing it in from distance?
Here's Morant. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the three, but go to your first strength. I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Here's Nembhard. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And the dunk by Halliburton.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Ja Morant.
Morant with the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Turner. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. A nice shot by Halliburton. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 6. Pass to Bane. Morant with it.
Ja Morant.
And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
All right, fans.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Ace makes dance team. 2
Here's
minutes
Pippen.
remaining in the first 2 minutes.
And he lays it up and in.
Pippen.
And the regular season is almost over, Doris. What are you honed in on tonight?
I think, Brian, whether we're talking about pre-All-Star break where things can get a little wonky or maybe the start of the season, to me, the best teams, regardless of the time of the year it is, they are focused on staying true to their habits and remaining competitively tough. Because I don't care if you're playing guys outside the rotation that are normal. Those guys have got to bring great effort. The standard should be met nightly regardless of the circumstance.
TJ
McConnell, good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Still Pacers ball.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Misses the jumper from the wing. Kennard. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Pass to McConnell. Here's the three. Aldama grabs the board.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Pacers foul.
And that's a foul called on TJ McConnell.
First personal
That's his
foul.
first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Aldama. Here's Jackson.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Memphis ball.
Aldama, left side. Pass to Pippen. Back to Aldama. Shot clock at 6.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage. And putting his athletic ability to work. Mathurin comes in hot on the drive and lifts off for the slam.
Indiana foul.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First trip to the line for him here. And he drops the first.
Memphis. Brandon Clark.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
From Shepherd.
Obi Toppin is a showman. Put him near the cup and watch what happens.
Here's Shepherd. Again, Indiana.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead. Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far.
Pacers.
Indiana ahead.
20. The Grizzlies 10.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
First team foul.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
He buries it from 3. Nembhard's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And it's Morant missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And one thing that Siakam's always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Here's Nesmith. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Back to Williams. And here's Morant. The kick out to Williams. 5 to shoot. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. Here's Nembhard. It's tipped.
Smart defending. You're rarely going to catch Bane out of position.
And it's Morant missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Haliburton with some nice D.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Nesmith's shot is off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Jackson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The assist.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Timeout call for Memphis.
Timeout call. Memphis. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Here's Turner. And another shot. Pass to Nesmith.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Launches it. Here's Turner. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Pacers lead by 16. That one drops for him. Pippen's got his second basket of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Haliburton. Back to Siakam. Pulls it from the corner. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Pippen. Turner covers. Pippen, no good.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Here's Nesmith. Pass to Turner. Outside for Haliburton. Outside Mathurin. The open shot, Siakam. That's good. And Haliburton gets the assist. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter. Inside. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Boy, we have seen Pascal Siakam really elevate his passing skills. What an outstanding distribution right there.
And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Clark in the post. Back to Kennard. Pass to Clark. Over Walker. Clark, no good. And Walker's got the ball here for Indiana. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Shepherd. Takes the three. And they recover it. McConnell from outside. What a play! He drains it at the... And so it's Indiana out in front by 19 going into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Here's Turner. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. First team.
Well, Miles Turner consistently looking to shoot the basketball. He forces the defense to make an aggressive play.
And so Turner nails them both. The definition of a stretch five, Doris. Miles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a three.
It's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range, and then Miles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Here's Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Here's the break. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the shot goes. Morant's got 10 points.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Outside Nesmith. Back to Turner. Outside Nesmith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Indiana shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
For the Pacers, Aaron Nesmith.
And he makes a first. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Here's Pippen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Halliburton.
It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
First team foul.
And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Here's Pippen. He's got 5. 4 on the clock. Oh, and Turner with a block. Pass to Siakam. Oh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. He's got 10.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pippen, no good. Here's Indiana. They're on a 14-3 run. Turner. And then Turner with the dunk. And he's now got the double-double.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Left side Bane. With his first shot attempt. He can't get it to go. And here are the Pacers now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. The shot by Nembhard, no good. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Desmond
good on the bucket. Bane's got his first 2 points.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Pass to Pippen. Uncovered. And too long on the shot. Now the Pacers with it. They're on an 18-5 run. Here's Halliburton. Deflected. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bane with it. That one is off. Siakam with the defensive effort to the paint. Here's Turner. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Halliburton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact, but folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Outside Morant. Here's Clark. And so it's Miles Turner making highlights for Indiana. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right.
27.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so it's Memphis with it. To the inside. Kicks it out to Kennard. Pass to Conchar. Second chance shot. Clark outside. Kennard with it. Back to Clark. Jackson outside. 4 on the clock. Tries yet again. And Bagley with the lay-in.
Assisted.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Nembhard. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, we know offensively, Bennedict Mathurin wants to be relied upon. This guy loves being a consistent point getter for this team.
Oh, and Bryant with a block. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Nice shot by Walker. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Pass to Mathurin. Here's Shepherd. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Now Walker. The offensive rebound. And here's Bryant outside. That shot, no good. Right side Bagley. Now here's Clark. Pass to Bagley. Conchar outside. Back to Bagley. That shot missing. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
The shot by Nembhard, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Of course, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Mathurin. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer. Skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Puts it up from 15. That shot is off. And Williams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Clark. Up and in from the low block.
Assisted.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Pass to Siakam. Walker with it. Back to Siakam. There's the triple. The rebound by Jackson.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game from Miles Turner.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Indiana on offense. Halliburton for three. They get it back. And the layup is good off the glass.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Pass to Clark. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Counted from distance.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Shepherd. To the middle. The ball's knocked loose.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's Halliburton. Tipped. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson.